Hey guys, and welcome back to the JTO channel. And this is your player ratings video of Brentford 0, Chelsea 1. If I was to describe this Chelsea performance as a whole, it was resilient. The players fought, they dug deep. It was one of those performances where, we had to, we're not our best, I would say, because we lacked creativity in the final third. But defensively and a certain Edouard Mendy were just absolutely fantastic. And that's what got us through the line today. And a lot of people have been hating on us on social media saying, oh, we're boring, blah, 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 this and that. Like, oh, this would be the worst team ever if they won the Premier League. This is the worst team ever to win the Champions League. Oh, Brentford dominated you, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. We got the 3 points. We're top of the league. Like, people who hate on us for the way we play football, I just say to them, don't watch us then. Seriously, don't watch us then. But anyway, there's your player ratings video. Let's go straight away. Edouard Mendy. Bro, if you haven't seen my match review, go watch it now. I spent like the first 3 minutes of that video purely talking about that guy. £22 million. Made save after save. After the acrobatic effort, tipped it over the bar. They were through twice and they should have scored, and Mendy just there saving it. That guy's a big keeper. One, he was brave, took one to the face, bro. Yeah? And then there was another one he saved as well. The guy is so good, man. Like, you can question him on the ball because, yes, today on the ball, maybe he wasn't the greatest. He panicked and just, kicked it out at times. Yeah, but I don't care. He was brilliant today. He was man of the match for me today. He gets a 9 today. He was absolutely, like, I got no words. He is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and on current form, he's the best goalkeeper in the league. Probably alongside De Gea. I would say those two right now on form, up there. And I only think in general, only Edison and Alisson are better than Mendy. Right now. I mean, just in general. Do you understand? So, yeah, unbelievable keeper. 22 million, by the way. Compare that to how much Alisson and Edison cost, you know what I'm saying? So, I think Edison maybe was cheap, but Alisson wasn't. But, yeah, brilliant. 9 today. We move on to the back three. Starting off with Malang Sarr. Malang Sarr was good today, man. Very good today. He made 10 clearances. I think it was 6 interceptions. A couple tackles as well. Like, for me, wow. After his performance against Villa and some of his performances in pre-season, obviously fans like me and others were like, yo, maybe sell him, If you can't get him out on loan, he's not going to play really at Chelsea. We didn't expect him to play today. We all expected it to be Trevor down that left-hand side, yeah? And today, he's got stuck in. He got stuck in. There were blocks, slide tackles, won some of his ground duels, some of his aerial duels. Obviously lost some, but he won a lot of his aerial duels as well. Like, you know what? Decent on the ball as well. I saw him at times pinging it down the left-hand side, But again, because he is young and it's his debut, obviously nerves may come in and a bit of inconsistency came in maybe in his passing, maybe in just a lapse of concentration in those last 30 minutes. But overall, very good performance in my opinion for his Premier League debut. For somebody who isn't really rated by us as fans, especially after recency. And still, like, it's most likely he doesn't have a future at this club. But maybe Tuchel's like, you know what? Whilst he's here, we may as well use him. He's left-footed. He can fill in at the left centre-back role. Rudy's out. Why not? Use him. So he gets a 7.5 for me today. Solid performance. Move on to Andreas Christensen. Gets a 7 for today. Solid as well. He had to be the leader today of that back line, and I saw it in him. I saw him telling instructions, telling players where to pass the ball, positioning of, helping Trevor Treliber and Sarr out, and I thought solid Danish performance. One of the most underrated centre-backs in this league, point by period. So, yeah, solid from Christensen, 7. Trevor Treliber. At the beginning of the game, first 5 minutes, he was making a couple mistakes, putting players in danger. But as the game grew on, he grew into it. And then obviously, like I said, in those last 30 minutes, he had to dig deep, just like Christensen and Malang Sarr. He made a goal line clearance as well, which was very key. If he's not there, it's literally 1-1, and that's probably how this game ends in terms of because of the way the game was going. It was going in Brentford's way, and if they had got a goal, it would have been more likely that they would have got a second if they had scored, just because we were under so much pressure. So him clearing that out was very, very key because of the way the game was going. So yeah, fair play to Trevor Treliber again, another young centre back who at times made mistakes, but he's young, he's going to improve, and yeah, future of the club, and taking his opportunity once again, 7.5. We move on now to the wing backs. Azpilicueta today. I'm gonna give him a 6. This is not me saying he was bad today. I just thought he wasn't as involved. I think a lot of our play, especially in the first half and maybe like the first 15 minutes of the second half, a lot of our play for me was down that left hand side. Every time we were on the right hand side, the most active players were Kante for me and Timo Werner. Aspi was just there to do a job. Just get the ball, lay it off to them. He barely put crosses into the box or anything like that. Defensively, you know what, he done a job as well. He wasn't that bad. He did clearly start to struggle though, because Brentford, when they were doing their thing, it was mainly at times from the left hand side. That's where they really got their joy from. Down that for their left hand side, which is down our right hand side. So that side was Aspie and Trevor. And it was clear Trevor was struggling, but Aspie was struggling as well due to just how many men Brentford were throwing forward and the pace in behind and stuff like that. Hence why Reece James came on, which made sense in the end. But yeah, 6 for Azpilicueta today. Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell gets a 8 for today. I thought Ben Chilwell was very good today. Because at the end of the day, he got us the goal, didn't he? Him and Mendy won us this game at the end of the day. Very, very good volley. To keep that down and on target as well, yeah, into that left hand side of the net, very good goal. So fair play to Chilwell. He's clearly showing, his goal scoring form. People do criticize him at times for maybe not being able to score because Alonso can, but hey, 3 goals in his last 3 games for club and country. He's on a roll now. He's on good form and he's back. He's back, man. So yeah, Ben Chilwell gets an 8 for me today. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 8.5, bro. What a performance from that guy today, yeah. That first half, he was the best player on the pitch. On the pitch. One thing I always said about this guy, the way he protects that football is unbelievable. The guy's upper body strength, his first touch, his close control, getting past 2-3 players and then laying it off for others to go do their thing, bro. Unbelievable today. Ruben is back. That's somebody rejuvenated. And people were slating him. Oh, he wasn't good at Fulham. Oh, what makes you think he's going to be good at Chelsea? Well, the problem is, 1, Fulham not a good team. And 2, they weren't using him properly. Guess what? Tuchel's using him properly. He's actually playing him in midfield. He's not playing him as one of the 10s like Fulham did. You have to play him as a 6-stroke, 8 in a midfield 3. You have to. You either play him in the system, a double pivot, or in a 3-5-2 where he's one of the 3 midfielders. And that is where you see Ruben shine. And the best thing is, he's doing it from deep as well. Showing that, he's the deepest out of the Kante and Cover, because Kante and Cover were operating as 8. Cover operating that left-hand side to link up with Chile and Timo. And then obviously down the right-hand side, it was Kante, Aspi, and Romelu Lukaku. And Ruben was playing that 6, but was also licensed to dribble with the ball out and have that whole midfield to himself, because he was the star of the show up until Mendy's world-class saves and his masterclass came along in those last 30 minutes of the game. So 8.5 for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We move on now to Matteo Kovich. Defensively, look, he got an unnecessary yellow card. A couple good tackles, a couple good interceptions. One thing I did have a problem with today, and this is why I'm probably going to give him a very, the same rating as Aspie, probably a 6 today. His passing, his final product, heading into that final third for me, was very poor today. His passing was shocking today. The amount of times he got past a man, yeah, and he could have laid it off to a man, to like a Lukaku, to Kante, to Chilwell, to Timo Werner, He was one of the guys ignoring his Lukaku's runs, and other players were doing so. But I think his execution of passing today wasn't good enough, and that's what lowers the rating for me. Because if his weight of pass was good for the likes of Chilwell's and Lukaku's, I think we would have created more chances, and I really think we could have scored more goals. Now, I'm not trying to scapegoat Kovacic here. I love Kovacic. That's my guy. That's one of my favourite players in this Chelsea team. But I feel like he today was sort of the reason, a big reason why I don't think we could have created why we didn't create the chances we needed to, because he was the one with the opportunity to play that final ball in, to then maybe a cutback could happen and we shoot on goal, or the final ball in for Kante or Romelu Lukaku to have a shot on goal or something like that. So for that reason, I'm gonna give him a 6 because honestly, if he had done it and we had scored more goals, look, we probably would have been more comfortable and not under as we would have been as pressured as we were because it was 1-0 and Brentford were going for it. If it was 2-3, 4-0 maybe, Brentford maybe would have gave up or something and we would have relaxed and had the game on our control. But hey, is what it is. N'Golo Kante now. N'Golo's N'Golo. Done his thing, man. The guy's an engine. 90 minutes once again. Box to box, all of that stuff. Absolutely good today. Done his thing. Kante's always Kante, always producing these 7, 8 out of 10s every week for us. And first game back since his COVID situation. So, yeah, good from Kante today. Very tenacious on the ball, dribbling out, linking up the play as well, doing 1-2s, playing that quick football, linking up with Ruben, Aspie, Timo Werner, and stuff like that. And yeah, fair play to Kante. He gets 8 for today. So yeah. Oh, by the way, it was Aspie played the crossing for the goal, not Kante. I did say that in my match review, which by the way, go check it out. We move on to the front two. Starting off with Timo Werner. I thought Timo Werner done his job today. I thought he was better than Lukaku. He made runs in behind. He sort of had a free roll today. He was allowed to go on the left, go to the right, go in the middle, drop deep, drive with the ball, pass it to players, link up as well, use his pace in behind, his pressing, all of that. I thought he was good today, Timo Werner. There were moments that I thought he bottled it. There was one where Cover played the ball to him. One of only Cover's good passes. Cover's only good passes today. That could have led to a goal was to Timo Werner twice. One was on the break in which Lukaku scored. Timo Werner done well there to wait, but Lukaku should have hold off his run and Timo would have had an assist. And then the second one was when Cover chipped it over and Timo decided to pass it to Lukaku, which for me was the wrong decision, and he needed to shoot in that moment. But hey ho, I'm not gonna let that define his performance, which was very good today. So yeah, Timo Werner for me gets a 7.5. We move on now to Romelu Lukaku. I'm gonna give him a 6 simply because I felt like today he didn't get many chances because the players did not acknowledge his runs he was making. The guy was making so many good runs. And people are scapegoating him, obviously because he cost snide £70 million. We got gassed and stuff like that. Am I concerned about Lukaku right now? No. Why? Because he's not getting the chances. People are ignoring his runs. He's making good movement in behind, in around the box. But people are not, realizing that. I thought his quality on the ball today at times wasn't great though. His crosses when he ran down the byline to put crosses in, not good enough. His 1v1s, nah. His link-up play, I didn't see it today. But to be fair, he wasn't giving the ball much from what I saw today. That's just my opinion. And he ended up going off. Thomas Tuchel ended up bringing it off. So that should tell you everything you need to know about his performance, really. So, yeah, he should do more. But the players do need to help him out. I'm not going to lie. He gets a 6. Move on now to the substitutes. Who came on, bruv? Oh, okay. Mason Mount came on. I'll give him a standard 6. When he came on, we were literally defending for our lives, and he just done his thing with the defending and took part, and he contributed. So fair play. Kai Havertz, standard 6. He was there maybe for counter-attacks, but we barely had any of those, to be honest with you. He had to suffer as well. We had to do more defending than attacking. So 6. And Reece James, 6. He was just there for recovery pace, for strength, more height as well, and win second balls and stuff like that, and to protect Treliber as well, because Aspie was tired, to be fair. 6 as well. And Thomas Tuchel, tactically spot on, 3-5-2. We controlled the game up until the 60th minute. I felt like he should have done something about the fact that we were on the ropes, and I know he wasn't happy about how deep we were and let Brentford have the ball, and he wanted the team to sit to obviously play higher. Fair enough, but I thought tactically, 3-5-2, we controlled the game up until then. I thought it worked. I don't think many teams have really done that to Brentford, what we did today, at least up until the 60th minute. For 60 minutes today, I haven't seen a team really do that to Brentford. Absolutely control the game. Like I said, we had 80% possession at one point. So, yeah, that just shows tactically how good Tuchel was. Trusting Sarr as well, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, giving him another start as well. Timo Werner after his international break, giving him confidence. And, yeah, good from Tuchel today. He done his thing. He gets an 8 for today. So, yeah, tell me your player ratings down below. Make sure you watch my match review. my match review below. My last video. Make sure you check that out. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Turn those post notifications, and yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Peace.